as we celebrate our senior athletes. Up first, we have Macy Burke, the daughter of Tanya and Derek Burke. Macy has been involved in track, cross country, hockey, Renaissance, National Honor Society, and Sources of Strength. Her favorite soccer memory is winning the state championship with her sister her sophomore year. Outside of school, Macy enjoys going to the lake and hanging out with friends. After high school, Macy plans to attend the University of Mary to play soccer and study exercise science to become a physical therapist. Her favorite quote is, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." The advice Macy would give to underclassmen is this: never give up and enjoy every moment because it goes by fast. Macy Burke. Up next we have Bria Lewis, the daughter of Lorena and Sean Lewis. Bria has been involved in student council and orchestra. Her favorite soccer memory is playing in the rain during the 2023 state semifinals. Outside of school, Bria enjoys spending time outside, going to the lake, going for walks, and tanning. After high school, Bria plans to study education at NDSU. Her favorite quote is, "Success is not permanent and failure is not fatal." The advice Bria would give to underclassmen is, be a leader no matter how old you are. Bria Lewis. Next we have our student manager, London Opperud, the daughter of Carissa Ashley and Robbie Opperud. London has been involved in volleyball, student council as the president, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, Key Club, HOSA, and was a student guide. Her favorite soccer memory is when she was goalie for her U12 travel team, and they're in the championship game in Grand Forks. They went into PK shootouts and won the game. Outside of school, London enjoys traveling and just being outside. After high school, London plans to attend the University of Colorado Boulder to study astronomy. Her favorite quote is, "Everything happens for a reason." The advice London would give to underclassmen is work hard, never give up on your passions, and take time to enjoy your life. London Opperud. Our next senior is Emerson Perrin, the daughter of Holly and Kelly Perrin. Emerson has been involved in FBLA, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, Senior Class Board, Student Council, and Renaissance. Her favorite soccer memory is when Coach Fowl did the Ted Lasso dance after winning state. Outside of school, Emerson enjoys lifting and hanging out with her friends and family. After high school, Emerson plans to attend NDSU to play soccer, where she'll major in exercise science. Her favorite quote is Psalm 46:5. "God is within her, so she will not fall. God will help her at break of day." The advice Emerson would give to underclassmen is this: mistakes are how you learn to play soccer. If you don't make mistakes, you're not playing soccer. Emerson Perrin. Our next senior is Alexandra Lexi Schonauer, the daughter of Solani and Stack. Lexi has been involved in FCCLA as a secretary, Renaissance, Lego Club, Crochet Club, and Art Club. Her favorite soccer memory is when 2 years ago they were TPing the coach's house, the same as every year, and one Miss Neil Lewis ate the curd at the only roundabout in town. She and Macy went flying. Outside of school, Lexi enjoys video games, bed rotting, and art. After high school, Lexi plans to attend NDSU and major in architect. And if that's too hard, she'll switch to interior design. Her favorite quote is, "Be who you are and say how you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind." The advice Lexi gives to underclassmen is this: keep your confidence. This game is basically all about who has the better mental game. Once again, Lexi Schonauer. Let's make one more round of applause for our amazing senior student athletes.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on, Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Hello and welcome into our broadcast position here above Duane Carlson Stadium. I'm Owen Patterson on the call for WDA soccer tonight between the Minot High Majettes and the visiting Bismarck High Demons. Well, in their last match, Minot secured a spot in the top four, the qualifying position to be back here at Duane Carlson Stadium for the State Girls Soccer Tournament in just 2 weeks' time. But for their opponent today, Bismarck High, the pressure is on to play well throughout the remainder of the season, which is 4 matches left. The Demons are 4 points behind fourth-place Legacy and need some crucial wins here in the latter part of the schedule. As for how they can pull off the win today in an upset bid against Minot High, let's take a look at the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. And for those Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game with over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts and the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. For the Bismarck High Demons, it's going to have to be defense first. And for Minot High, they got to be the first to strike today. That's kind of the story of this game. It's an 80-minute match, but it might be decided pretty early on at how the first only couple of minutes go in the first half today. For Bismarck, it's got to start in defense. Obviously, Minot High, a team that hasn't allowed a goal on the entire season. You might think, well, maybe you got to put an extra focus on offense today, but Bismarck's a team that if they play defense well, they play well overall. In all of their 6 wins this season, they've allowed just 1 goal. Times where they've allowed 2 or more goals, they haven't won a single match. They've tied once, but they haven't won a game where they've given up 2 or more goals. And against Minot High, one of the highest scoring teams in the region, they're going to have to start on defense early to keep them in a low-scoring match today in the Magic City. And again, for Minot High, be the first to strike. They scored 1 first-half goal against Bismarck Century in their last home match, but they were able to power through to a 4-0 win over the Patriots. This time out, not to say that 1 goal would end it for Minot High, but if they can get on the board early and a few more before that Magic Towing intermission report, they can really start to put things way too far out of reach for their opponent today. Those are your Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. And quickly here in our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, introducing you to this matchup today. An earlier start time than usual with the senior night presentations and cancellation of the JV game today. It's going to be a pretty abbreviated Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show with timely services. It won't slow you down and no appointment needed. It's a standard car drive-through oil change. It'll take about 15 minutes, and any of their locations in Minot or Bismarck. Also find them online at VIOC.com. As he just mentioned, this is senior night today for Minot High, and their not last home game. It's not even their second to last home game of the season, but they've got 2 more after this. But today, a big match in general as they send off 4 very experienced, very talented soccer players, including the likes of stars Emerson Perrin, Macy Burke, and Bria Lewis, who have contributed so much at each of their positions, not just this year, but for the past many years for this dynasty-like program that's become Minot High Girls Soccer. They were honored earlier today. You saw it right when we came on air. Those 4 seniors, also Lexi Schonauer in that group of 4, and their student manager. They were announced over the PA system today in front of the home fans, and a lot of cheers for them. This is a very supportive group, and although this isn't the last time they're going to be playing on their home turf, and as we mentioned as we came on the air, they've already qualified themselves into the top 4, so they've got a lot more matches to play here from Duane Carlson Stadium, but an extra special one tonight. Saw some emotions from some of those players earlier on. This is a match that still means a lot for a team that has reeled off 63 straight matches without a loss. Every game matters, and that's what makes this team so good. As for Bismarck High, they're coming in with a 6-5-1 record, and they're going to have to reel off some wins. Obviously, they have a schedule coming up the remainder of the season with 4 matches to go, including this one. This one's going to be definitely their toughest match remaining with St. Mary's, Jamestown, Bismarck Century, and Willis. That was Minot High's upcoming schedule, my bad. Minot, Century, Mandan, and Bismarck St. Mary's coming up for the remainder of the year for Bismarck, but 3 of those 4 are on the road, so this is a Demons team that's going to have to win tough matches somehow, and why not maybe try and prove yourself today against Minot High and send a message to the rest of the West that the late part of the season is the time that Bismarck High will strike this year. The Demons are led in scoring and pretty much all around by their junior midfielder Addison Massey. 70 career points. She is another talented soccer player in the WDA. Already this season, 14 goals and 15 assists for Massey for 29 points, and that ranks tied for 3rd in a stacked WDA points table behind the likes of Perrin, Burke, and Mandan's Sarah Heldrop, who also has 29. Addison Massey, the name to know for Bismarck High, and of course for Minot, Perrin and Burke, they are coming alive once again late in the season. They combined for 4 goals against St. Mary's. Java McKibben, though, she's been on a scoring streak as well. She scored 7 points in her last 4. It's a scary matchup for Bismarck High, but as history shows, the Demons are the last West Region team to beat this Minot High squad. That came back on May 9th of 2019. That's not when the 63-match unbeaten streak started, but that's the last regular season loss for Minot High in WDA play. All right, it's time to meet the starting lineups and get to the national anthem. All ahead of kickoff here on the PSP Network. We'll come back with the final touches of our valve maintenance and oil change pregame show after this commercial break.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Over your heart as we honor our nation with the national anthem. And now for tonight's starting lineups. Starting with the visitors on the scoreboard. Number 1, Olivia Fink. Number 3, Molly McIntyre. Number 4, Camry Newmiller. Number 5, Regan Newmiller. Number 6, Grace Newman. Number 8, Ellie Wrench. Number 9, Addison Massey. Number 10, Sophia Ness. Number 12, Opal Sorensen. Number 16, Addison Ford. Number 18, Julia Araujo. Bismarck is coached by Michelle Brown, assisted by Madison Waltman and Michael Cruz. Now let's make some noise for your Minot High Majettes. Starting senior number 12, Macy Burke. Senior number 3, Bria Lewis. Senior number 22, Emerson Perrin. Junior number 37, McKenna Aldridge. Junior number 30, Morgan Forthen. Sophomore number 9, Julia Lewis. Sophomore number 14, Jayla McKibben. Sophomore number 18, Camden Vardy. In goal, number 0, freshman Kinsley Gilmore. Freshman number 11, Aniston Perrin. And 8th grader number 33, Grace Hegstead. Minot High's coached by Matt Fall, Ellen Jevons, Creighton Bachmeyer, John Vandermeer, Harris Bonjak.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Time for soccer on the PSP Network. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Owen Patterson on the call. There's kickoff and we are underway. Bismarck High going right to left on your screen of the road. White kits. Minot in the home, maroon and gold. Going from left to right on your screen. This is a telecast of WDA Soccer on the PSP Network, brought to you by our great sponsors that we'll get to a lot today. Can't thank them enough. Without them, we wouldn't be putting on this show today. To get it started, Minot High with a takeaway. They cross midfield into the offensive zone for the first time. We'll introduce you to the starting 11s for both teams very shortly. Macy Burke with a cross-pitch pass. It's picked off, but gets it right back after the Demons had a tough time communicating who that pass was to. Bismarck High with a record of 6-5-1. They will start like this on this wonderful weather-wise Tuesday afternoon. They'll go with the sophomore on defense, Molly McIntyre, joined on the defensive side by Camry Newmiller. The rest of the lineup, Reagan Newmiller, Grace Newman, Ellie Wrench, Addison Massey, Sophia Ness, Opal Sorensen, Addison Forty, and Julia Araujo with Olivia Fink, the senior, in goal for Bismarck. She has gotten a lot of action this season, 67 saves on 84 shot attempts for a 80% save percentage. She's pitched 5 shutouts as the goalkeeper for Bismarck High this year. Olivia Fink starting netminder for Bismarck High tonight. Demons with offensive possession here. It's really their first time across the midfield line in possession of the soccer ball. And bringing it up on the near side for Bismarck. That was Sophia Ness, senior forward, wearing number 10 in white and maroon. Throw in on the near side by the Demons. They'll be picked up by Addison Massey. Number 9, she'll be running all over the pitch today. The leading scorer by far for Bismarck High this year, 29 points on this season alone, 70 on her long career with Bismarck High, and just a junior. She'll be back again next year for Bismarck. But trying to make an impact now and keep Bismarck High's season alive. Obviously, it can't come to an end today. They still have 3 regular season matches to go, but they need to pick up a little bit of the pace if they want to make it into that top 4 qualifying for the state tournament. She's going to play a big part in doing that for Bismarck. Take away by Minot's star defender, Bria Lewis. Senior, one of 4 seniors honored earlier today in senior night here from Duane Carlson Stadium. Lewis, the lone defensive player, and she is stellar on that side of the pitch. Ball goes through the back of the goal line. Bismarck High will play this one in after it takes quite a trip getting back to Olivia Fink. Starting 11 today for Minot High. Not much change from the usual starting bunch. Bria Lewis and Julia Lewis get the start along with Aniston Perrin, Macy Burke, Java McKibben. That one rolls to Fink in the box. Camden Vardy, Emerson Perrin, Morgan Forth, and Grace Hegstad and McKenna Aldrich, as well as their freshman goalkeeper Kinsley Gilmore. She saved 43 shots without one going in. 12 matches, 12 shutouts for the freshman this season. Emerson Perrin with the kick up ahead. Nice leading pass for Julia Lewis, but she was offside, and that's going to negate the progress there for the Minot High Majettes. It was a good-looking pass from Perrin, which led Lewis in the right direction. However, just got a little bit out of position there was Lewis. Free kick on the way for Bismarck. Well driven, but sent out of bounds by Massey's teammate Sophia Ness. Ness talking about senior night for Minot High. Bismarck carries just 2 seniors on their varsity roster. This ball gets sent all the way back to goalkeeper Gilmore. Quickly sends this one away. Picked up by Java McKibben right at the midfield line, rolling towards the sideline and out of bounds. 2 seniors for Bismarck High. Only one of them in the starting lineup. That's Sophia Ness. The other one's a forward, Alec Keller. Long pass in front of the net by Macy Burke. Chased down in the corner, but lost out of bounds. Does that look to be McKenna Aldrich giving chase to that pass? Throw in near the goal line for the Demons. They've got a lot of green turf ahead of them, but it's taken away rather quickly by the Minot defense. Aniston Perrin with the pass to Burke, back to Aniston, and deflected away by Bismarck's last defensive line there. Cambry Newmiller kind of got hit square in the back. But that was what's needed there on a nice shot attempt by Aniston Perrin. We've played 6 minutes of soccer today from Duane Carlson Stadium. Minot High again. They have been able to control the ball on offense for, I'd say, around 80% of these 80-minute matches in the games that we have covered, and it's been a lot of the same on the road as well. They are just a tenacious defensive team. Sometimes it's just an accomplishment to get across the midfield line. We've seen some opponents have some trouble getting to that point on the pitch, which obviously sets up the offense very well to score. As Minot High, it's obvious they are the top defensive team without allowing a goal all season, but they're also the highest scoring team, scoring 83 goals. The next highest number, Mandan, with 58. Julia Lewis trying to control the ball, but there's 3 white jerseys there to take it away. However, one pass later, Minot High's got the ball back. Hegstad with the pass to Java McKibben. We talked about very briefly in the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show how well Java McKibben's been playing on the scoring side of things. 7 points in her last 4 games. Minot High as a team has 25 goals in their last 3. Loose ball picked up by Bismarck's Reagan Newmiller. Sent inside the box, side of 18, but directed out of the offensive scoring area by the Minot defense. Bismarck's gotten close here early on. But Minot High's defense makes another stand. Aniston Perrin kicks it up across midfield to Emerson Perrin, but nice takeaway there. That was by Massey. Oh, here we go, the Demons, one-on-one. Here comes the help defense for the Majettes. Pass up ahead. And the save by Gilmore momentarily tries diving on the ball. Everybody's out of position for Minot, but it is cleared. Minot again gets out of trouble. It looked like Emma Hofert and Sophia Ness were on a extremely good-looking scoring opportunity there for Bismarck. However, Gilmore's aggressiveness, which almost proved costly, ended up being the difference. Ness was unable to get off a clean shot, with the goalkeeper standing right in front of her face, right at the edge of the goalie box. Now Minot with numbers. However, the ball is tracked down by Ellie Wrench, freshman midfielder for Bismarck. Throw in for Minot. On their side of midfield, it'll be Perrin playing it in to Grace Hegstead. Quickly kicked away by Bismarck High. So this broadcast of high school soccer on the PSP Network is brought to you by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it with over 100 areas of study. At Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. With more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education, MSU grads get jobs, period. Be seen, be heard, be you. At MSU, that's Minot State University. Majettes on the run again, but the pass goes past Macy Burke. Still played back to the middle by the Majettes offense. Now for a third time. Here comes Emerson Perrin. High kick off the crossbar. From about 27 yards out, Emerson Perrin took a big shot. It was just high. It was definitely out of the reach of Olivia Fink. Now Fink will re-kick this one back into play with the clock running inside 29 and a half before we reach the Magic Towing intermission report. Coming up later on in this match, we'll take a look at the Shields of Minot and Bismarck West Region girls soccer table, but we've got a scoring opportunity here for Minot High. Fink able to corral it after missing. She tried to collect that one with one hand. It was a spinner sent in by Lewis, but Fink able to grab it and keep Minot High off the BNC National Bank scoreboard, at least for the time being. We've played 11 minutes. Minot High scoreless, however, they've put 3 shots toward the net. Java McKibben from the corner, pass to the middle. Bismarck's there, but so is Aniston Perrin to bring it back for Minot High. Pass to the middle, and it just goes wide left. Deflected well by the Bismarck defense. It looked like Morgan Forthen was coming in to take the shot. But the Demons stingy on defense again. Matching intensity with Minot High on the defensive side of the pitch, which is really what we want to see today out of the Demons, according to the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Early defense, they've taken away a lot of good scoring looks for Minot High in the early going. The Jets have put their shots up already in just 12 minutes in, a barrage of good shooting attempts. However, Bismarck's been there to help out their goalkeeper Fink, who we know is going to get tested a lot today against the Minot High team that routinely puts up a wild number of shots compared to their West Region opponents. A near steal there by the forward for Bismarck. That was Ness, who's going to take it away from Aldrich. However, it was kept alive by the Majettes defensive player. Macy Burke, far side. Saved by Fink. She'll run up to the edge of the box and punt this one away. Backspin there over Aldrich, and now Ness is running with it. Dribbling up the pitch, pass to her left. Picked up by the Demons. It's like Addison 40. Tried playing back to Reagan Newmiller. However, that one went out of bounds. Still a throw-in for Bismarck. 40 had it taken away by Grace Hegstad. Back into the box. Vardy going to track it down. Pass it off to the goalkeeper, Kinsley Gilmore. Sends it to the far side, and Bria Lewis. Bria Lewis to Julia Lewis. Minot high forward, a little bit back, set up a better pass. However, it misses the target. Bismarck returns to offensive play. They get it to who they want to have it, Addison Massey. Only able to possess it for a few seconds. Some applause there as Minot High takes it away from the start offensive player for Bismarck. McKibben with a long shot in. Demons trying to get it out of there. But not too much luck as Minot keeps it on their side of midfield. And played back to the defensive line. A reset. Played up to McKibben. Bismarck again running on the near side. With Sophia Ness. Ness had it poked away. And how many times in the last couple of minutes have we seen Bismarck kind of get a bit of a breakaway? They're not ahead of the defense by any means, but it's a one-on-one situation with the defender. Unable to get past the likes of Vardy and Aldrich and Hegstad, as well as Lewis. Burke, stop and go. Left-footed kick is deflected, and it'll get sent all the way to the sideline. Picked up by Perrin. Cross-pitch pass to Aniston Perrin. Perrin with a right foot spins well out of bounds past the goal line. It's broadcast on the PSP Network, also brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com. Visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. First substitutions in the match for Minot. It's going to be Coley Roberts, number 24. The near side forward gets the pass right away and nearly makes an immediate impact, as that pass to Roberts was perfectly placed by Aniston Perrin. But Fink able to knock it away. Matter of inches right there. Substitution in for Bismarck High. That's Sydney Henriksen. Many freshmen for Bismarck High. Here's a Serve Pro corner kick for Minot. Second opportunity was taken by Camden Vardy, but misses. That's Serve Pro corner kick for 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians. It's Serve Pro. They specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration by using the most advanced technology. Once again, that's Serve Pro. Now we're going to get back-to-back Serve Pro corner kicks. Another opportunity for the Majettes for the first goal of this match. Header by Emerson Perrin. Bobbled around there right at the goal line. Oh, for the football goal line. The Jets get out of traffic. Emerson Perrin puts up a line drive shot. It's deflected out of the air. Sophia Ness running after it. It'll be a throw-in for Minot High. Hegstad. Aniston Perrin, but Bismarck again. Not letting Minot High do too much when they get into good looks on offense. Bria Lewis assesses the situation. Plays back for Camden Vardy. And a header out of bounds from Julia Lewis. Close to halfway through this first half of soccer. The Magic Towing Intermission Report coming up next. Remember their phone number 701-509-4011 when you need a tow. There's no job too big or too small for Magic Towing, serving western North Dakota. Break down the first half storylines. See if there's any scoring by then. Of course, we've only played 20 minutes of a 40-minute first half. Similar scenario the last match we covered against Bismarck Century for the Majettes. One late goal in that first half. Was all the scoring in the first 40 minutes for Minot. However, Minot really put that game away right away in the second half with Macy Burke's second goal en route to a 4-0 win over the Century Patriots. Century in the WDA standings as of today. They are in 6th, 2 points behind Bismarck. Julia Lewis was tangled up there for a second. Gives it away to Coley Roberts. Roberts kind of a blind shot to the net. However, it's knocked down. But that might have been a handball, kind of unsuspecting of that shot from Roberts. And that's going to give Minot High a free kick from 27. Emerson Perrin will take it. Perrin approaches. Shoots just high. An edge of your seats type shot right there. Perrin, who is running out of time with the defender closing. After the first touch by Aldrich, Perrin sent one straight above the crossbar. Just like her last shot attempt. We remain scoreless on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life is busy. That's why they will make managing your money easy. With locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona, you can visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Back with the Majettes. Perrin to Roberts. Oh, and Roberts couldn't reach it. Fink's going to be able to send this one down the pitch as Minot missed another opportunity there. It'll be picked up immediately by Emerson Perrin. Dribbles back to her left, pass to the middle. That was Burke. It wasn't looking. Able to identify the latest sub for Minot. That was number 13, Kaylee Gibbons. Subs tuning in on the defensive side. And in for Bismarck, Sydney Henriksen. Well, their last match, Minot on the road against Bismarck St. Mary's picked up a 5-0 win over the Saints. It ended up being their first meeting against St. Mary's of the year. Here goes Macy Burke on the near side. Shot is over the head of Fink and over the net. Burke and Perrin, the two top goal scorers, have been just above the target here in the first half. Some stars returning to the pitch for Minot, Morgan Forth and Javen McKibben. Going back to the point I was making there, that ended up being the first time Minot High faced St. Mary's this year. They were originally supposed to play in mid-April. However, some snow and extremely cold temperatures for that time of year caused its postponement. It's been rescheduled to 2 days from now on Thursday, and we will carry that match on the PSP network. Minot High hosting Bismarck St. Mary's. They played just 3 days ago. Again, a 5-0 win for Minot. 4 first-half goals for the Majettes, and that's lately kind of been their thing, scoring early. As it was mentioned, the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Last week in their 3 matches, Minot High put up 14 goals in the first half. That was 4 against St. Mary's, 9 against Dickinson, and 1 against Bismarck Century. Minot still has to play Century one more time. That'll be down in Bismarck, their final road game of the season on May 21st. Next week, Tuesday. Massey clears for the Demons. 15 minutes remain in the first half. We are scoreless on the BNC National Bank scoreboard between Minot and Bismarck. We're scheduled to have a Tuesday triple header on the PSP network, but just soccer covered here from Minot tonight. Thursday will be soccer on its own. There is some softball taking place down in the Bismarck Mandan area, broadcast live on the PSP network. Closing in on a final. Our Bismarck Mandan crew having to cover back-to-back softball games. Last night I saw that one took 5 hours and a little bit more. Close to 5.5 hours to complete the softball doubleheader yesterday between Bismarck Legacy and Mandan. That is what you call a marathon of a doubleheader. Final score of those 2 matches. Game 1 was a 10-7 win for Mandan. Game 2, a 19-11 win for the Mandan Braves, as softball season as well as the baseball season will come to a close, at least their regular seasons, this week. Obviously the difference between these spring sports, soccer and baseball, softball. Baseball and softball, the ones with the West Region tournament. Soccer continues play next week, as they'll just take the top 4 teams in the table, with each team playing each other home and away. Throw in for Minot High. From the far sideline. Goes to McKibben. McKibben unable to get that ball back. Instead, Massey finds Ness up the pitch. Ness tries to spin, but loses the ball out of bounds. Be a Minot High throw-in. McKibben one touch, and that ends up out of bounds. So now we'll get Bismarck High throwing the ball back in to play. And a steal. Shot blocked. Massey again, 29 points on the season for Bismarck High. She has been stepping it up defensively today. As a midfielder, can do a little bit of both offense and defense, counted on as such by head coach Michelle Brown. Here comes the Serve Pro corner kick with 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians. It's Serve Pro. Instead of shooting it to the middle of the box, just a dump off past Emerson Perrin as Minot High gets into the offensive look they want. 12 minutes left in half number 1. Pass kind of to the middle of nowhere there by Lewis. It was picked off by the Demons, but the Jets get it right back. Here's Kaylee Gibbons to Coley Roberts. 2 non-starters here, and Roberts had it taken away. Defensive play there by Sydney Henriksen, also a non-starter in for Bismarck. Now Sophia Ness dribbling, tight-roping that yellow sideline, but did lose control out of bounds. Now more substitutions here in the first half. Macy Burke returns to the pitch. There's no wind and there's no rain today. And it did rain about 2 hours ago for maybe 2 minutes. But there is absolutely zero wind here at Duane Carlson Stadium up on the hill. Temperature's right around 70 degrees. It's one of those evenings where it's been a long time since we had weather like this, so it feels a lot hotter than it is. Maybe that's playing an impact on the players on the pitch today. We have seen a rather normal amount of substitutions, but bringing it up. As we say that, another substitution comes back in for Minot. Julia Lewis, sophomore midfielder. She has 9 points this year. 2 goals, 7 assists for the sophomore. Had it there momentarily. Sends a pass up to Macy Burke. Burke dribbling one-on-one against the defender from Bismarck, Cambry Newmiller. Pass to Julia Lewis, stolen away by the Demons. Up to Henriksen. Henriksen's pass finds maroon and gold jersey of McKenna Aldrich. Inside of 10 minutes left, half number 1. 0-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Can Minot put up the first goal here? Fink was unable to reach it, but that's because it was wide right. As we resume play here, Julia Lewis dribbling through the middle of the Bismarck defense, gives it off for Macy Burke. Right side shot off the back foot of Cambry Newmiller. She was jumping in the air to knock down that shot attempt. Did the right boot. Pass behind McKibben. It is picked up by Emerson Perrin. Perrin plays it off to Julia Lewis. Keeping it on the near side. That's to Burke. She's able to take it away, and it's last touched by Bismarck. That'll set up a Serve Pro corner kick. Burke with a hustle play to keep that one alive, and then set up the ensuing corner. As Grace Hegstad checks in for Minot. And Bismarck will bring in their junior midfielder, Addison Forty. Burke takes the corner. 2 touches there by McKibben before it's played back out to Burke. Burke defended in the corner. That one goes past the goal line, didn't it? And it will be a Serve Pro corner kick. Sliding tackle there by Cambry Newmiller sent that one through the goal line. Setting up the 5th first half corner for Minot High. They're 0 for 4 so far. Burke on this one just over Aldrich. And it will roll slowly onto the track. Five corners and no goals off of them for Minot. No goals yet for either side. We've played now 33 complete minutes. Clear attempt by Massey's picked up by Minot's defense and McKenna Aldrich. Macy Burke getting a lot of work here in the last few minutes. So is Cambry Newmiller, tasked with defending the very skilled forward, Macy Burke. Burke, she'll be suiting up for the University of Mary Marauders next season.
For Bismarck, number 10, Sophia Ness.
This season, Burke's put up 30 points. Coming up big lately, 10 points in her last 3 matches for Macy Burke. After a great scoring start to the year, lately it's been as good as it gets for Burke. 3 straight matches with multiple goals. 6 goals in her last 3 matches, 10 total points. Had 2 goals against Bismarck Century. Then against Dickinson in a 13-0 win for Minot. Burke was able to add 2 more goals. She also assisted on 2. And against St. Mary's on Saturday, another 2 goals and another 2 assists. Bismarck had their momentum slowed and eventually completely stolen away as the pass from 40 was picked off. A little less than 5 minutes remaining in the first half. After Bismarck had kind of that, if you remember, that run of quick offensive breaks, hold that thought. Burke sprinting after the loose ball after being stopped inside the goal box. Throw in by Minot. Taken back to Aldrich. All the way to Vardy on the other side of midfield. But Bismarck, they had put together a couple of breakaway moves offensively. Some one-on-ones, 1v2, 2-on-2s. They just couldn't capitalize. Got as close as getting Gilmore all the way to the edge of the box with 2 shot attempts that were taken away by Gilmore. But since then, really this last 15 minutes or so has been all Minot on offense. As Perrin puts up another shot attempt. This one had the right trajectory, but it went right into the gloves of Olivia Fink. Fink has played fantastic for Bismarck so far. So is their defensive line. And that's going to be a handball against Bismarck. Leading to a free kick for Minot. Already had 1 free kick earlier taken by Perrin from 17 yards out. This one roughly 40. We've got another handball against Bismarck. That's a back-to-back on Addison 40. This free kick will be taken from 25 by Emerson Perrin. Clock runs inside of 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Touched by Aldrich. Oh, maybe too early. Now Aldrich touches it, puts it in play. Perrin with a kick, gonna get it back. A little help from Burke. Now takes a spill. Majettes stay with it. 2:15 left first half. Pass to the near side. Lewis. Julia Lewis. Has it taken away by Newmiller. Cleared out of bounds by Bismarck. What a defensive stand there for the Demons. Minot was getting closer and closer and closer. You had Perrin with a touch inside the box. Lewis on the move. But Bismarck's defense stands strong once again. Can they hold it up for another 100 seconds? A whistle against Minot as Burke was holding the defender out of, had a hold of the defender's jersey. And this is perfect for Bismarck if they can gather this free kick. However, it's sent directly out of bounds by Addison Massey. Throw in for Minot, so against what I was just saying there, Bismarck can just control the ball a little bit here for a few seconds, get Minot out of that attacking area. Be really key going into the break with a 0-0 score. Once again, we might recite this a few more times throughout the night. Bismarck, the last program to beat Minot High in the West. Minot High's last loss, the 2019 state championship game. Their last regular season loss came a little over 5 years ago against Bismarck High. Ball does get all the way back to the goal line. Minot has 35 seconds to put together one final offensive possession before heading off the pitch for the intermission report. Julia Lewis. Passive head to Macy Burke. It's going to scoot out of bounds. Throw in for the Demons. Might hold this for a little bit. Massey might take one final shot here. Instead, taps it out of bounds, and that is the first half horn. Bismarck High's defense, just like we asked for in the Northern Plains, Heating & Air keys to the game, stands strong in the first 40 minutes, holding Minot High off the scoreboard, a team that had scored 14 first-half goals in their last 3 matches over the course of last week. Scoreless through the first 40 today on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We'll recap the first half and take a look at the keys to the second half of action. You're watching WDA Soccer on the PSP Network. Magic Towing Intermission Report is on the way.
It's Ike Heating Furniture World's 90th anniversary sale. Now's the time to celebrate, update, and redecorate. From furniture for every room to flooring that brings it all together, you'll find incredible anniversary savings on just what you want, just what you need. Step up to better sleep on a Sealy, Stearns & Foster, or Tempur-Pedic mattress, all comfortably priced. Plus, no interest for 5 years. Don't miss this one, the 90th anniversary sale. Going on now at Ike Heating Furniture World.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Name it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is...
Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold. Trusted for decades and decades to come.
There is no place like the Country Club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
At the half, we are scoreless. 40 minutes played and no goals for either side. That's a more important stat maybe for Bismarck High. Their defense stood up to the challenge at least through 40 minutes today. There's still a second half to play, but after the first half effort that the Demons showed on the defensive side of things, they've got to be confident in their little gathering there at halftime and their coach's comments after the first half went so well on the defensive side for Bismarck. Michelle Brown, their head coach, she's got to be pleased. Let's take a look at how it happened in our Magic Towing intermission report. Remember, their phone number is 701-509-4011. There's no job too big or too small for Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. Well, Minot has had their fair share of chances scoring. They've put up a lot of shots against Olivia Fink. Emerson Perrin in particular with 3. Just a little bit too high on the first 2 shot attempts. One that hit the crossbar, one that cleared it completely, and one that went straight to the middle, but straight to the gloves of Olivia Fink. Fink has played terrific in goal for Bismarck High today. A couple of diving stops as well on shots from McKibben, and one really good look for Coley Roberts, as well as Macy Burke has put the pressure on Bismarck's senior goalkeeper, but again, just like Bismarck High's defense in front of her, she has stood up to the challenge in the first half, and that's been the big storyline for Bismarck High, Fink's play in goal. As for Minot's defense, well, they had a couple of challenges early and midway through the first half, a couple of breakaway opportunities for the Demons. However, just like we've seen so many times this season, forcing quick turnovers and just slowing and eventually just stopping momentum of teams on offense. The Demons really unable to set up too many offensive sets, except for maybe their first 2 possessions of the match. They got in some really good sets with a couple passes here and there, working their way into the box. But other than that, it's just been relying on those breakaway opportunities that pretty much went away. There wasn't many after around the 15 to 20 minute mark of that first half. You saw 40 get a couple good looks up the pitch, as well as Sophia Ness moving the ball up, but Minot's defense again holds the team off the scoreboard in the first half. They haven't conceded a goal all year through now 12.5 matches, 11.5 in West Region play. Your score at the break: Bismarck High 0, Minot High 0 as well. We'll return with the second half action after this commercial break on the PSP Network.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about Magic Towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Put 40 minutes back on the clock. We've got the second half of WDA soccer on a Tuesday night on the PSP Network coming your way. After one half, Bismarck and Minot dead even at 0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. With locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona, BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Second half kickoff coming up right now, and we are underway with second half action. No, we're not just starting. It is scoreless as we begin the second period of soccer. Minot, a team that had scored 14 first half goals in their last 3 matches, held without a point through 40 minutes today by the Bismarck High Demons. I'm going to put our research group to the test here at the PSP Network. See, the last time Minot was held scoreless to the first half. I think they'll be giving that information to me shortly. Bismarck starts out with another defensive stand. That was the storyline in half number 1. Bismarck, it was bend, don't break a lot of the times on the defensive side of things. Again, in accordance to the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Defense first for Bismarck. They got that in the first half. They need to keep it up in the second half as well. And any points today would really help Bismarck as, why don't we take a look at our shields of Minot and Bismarck West Region girls soccer standings. Shields of Minot and Bismarck has every sporting good imaginable from fashion to footwear. Probably supporting the PSP Network's mission of promoting local athletes. Well, as the standings look coming into today's matches on this Tuesday evening in the West Region, Minot has successfully taken first place as here goes Macy Burke with the shot attempt. Things almost went haywire there for Bismarck on the free kick. Olivia Fink able to pick it up, and now we'll punt another one away, this time hopefully deeper, and it is, but picked up right away by the Majettes. Speaking of Minot High, they are in first place officially now in the West Region with big 3 wins last week, 33 points in West Region play, 11 wins in 11 matches. Jamestown drops to 9-1-2. They have 29 points, sitting in second place, a point ahead of Mandan at 9-3-1 with 28 points. And then you have the Legacy Sabres at 7-4-2 with 23. They occupy the last qualifying spot for the State Girls Soccer Tournament, which will be right here at Duane Carlson Stadium in a little over 2 weeks. Played to the middle, Burke, straight away, it's good for Minot, right from the 6-yard mark. Macy Burke, quick strike to start the second half. And that's also in accordance to our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game, at least for the second half of action today. First to strike for Minot. It took them 43 minutes to do so, but that's a huge first goal for the Majettes today, and it's Macy Burke who scores. She has been the top scorer for Minot at least over the last week. That's her 11th point in the last not even 4 complete matches. Addison Massey sprinting down the pitch trying to even the score once again for Bismarck. However, the ball rolls out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Bismarck. High, taken by Newmiller. Macy Burke with the first goal of this game, 43 minutes in. The 43rd minute goal. Throw-in coming from Minot High after Bismarck lost it out of bounds. We'll get back to those West Region standings in a few moments, but Minot again looking for positive offense after Burke's breakthrough there to start the second half. Very similar to the Century match we saw last week on Tuesday. Burke scored the lone first half goal. That was late in the first half to take a 1-0 lead. That would hold to the Magic Towing intermission report, and then almost immediately in the second half, it was Burke that made it 2-0, and that one, we gave their jobbers move of the game because that one pretty much ended it. It's kind of sealed the deal, it seemed like, momentum-wise for Minot. And then they just kept putting on the accelerator on offense, scoring 2 more goals in that second half to pick up the 4-goal victory over the Patriots. Well, here in the second half, see, Addison Massey, who controls the ball now, seems to be spearheading the offensive effort for Bismarck High in the second half. She continues to dribble all the way down the pitch, gets past the defense, at least one defender, has to send it to the middle. It's picked up by 40. 40 back out to Massey. High kick. It will be over the head. Gilmore is down. That's not good to see for Minot High. She is still on the turf. And now we get a whistle to stop play as Kinsey Gilmore is injured for Minot High. The talented freshman goalkeeper, she's made 43 saves this year. As it was a header attempt by Bismarck. It was missed, and I think the player may have just come down on Gilmore's ankle as she's holding that right leg. As we'll go back to the Shields of Minot and Bismarck West Region standings here while we got a break in the action. Legacy of the 4th spot with 23 points. Bismarck, who's featured today, of course, they're in 5th with 19, 4 points back of the Legacy Sabres. Again, Bismarck's upcoming schedule the remainder of the year. Minot today, Century, then on Friday. And then the final week of the regular season, both road matches against Mandan and Bismarck St. Mary's. So there's a lot of games where there's opportunities to take some points away from some tough competition. It is going to be a tough last stretch of the year for the Demons, who again are 4 points behind Legacy, occupying that last qualifying spot for the state tournament. Bismarck is ahead of Bismarck Century. Century has 17 points at 5-5-2. St. Mary's with 9, Dickinson with 3, Williston with none wrap up the West Region table. Gilmore is going to be helped off the pitch, and Minot's going to bring in their backup goalkeeper. In a 1-0 game. That's Brianna Tuttle, the new goalkeeper for Minot, as Majettes running up the pitch with Perrin So it's back out to the midfield. Now Burke from the near side, stolen by Newmiller and played out of bounds. So Tuttle takes over as the goalkeeper for Minot, with Gilmore off of the pitch. Tuttle has played a little bit this season. Some matches, or late in matches. In fact, there was one such game where Gilmore went into play forward position and ended up scoring a goal with Tuttle as the goalkeeper. Sophia Ness was trying to bring the ball up across midfield and lost it. It'll be a throw in for Minot. Still early in the second half. Minot with the goal. Macy Burke in the 43rd minute. We had the stoppage due to the injury for Gilmore. From the goal line, a pass. It goes right to Olivia Fink. Who conceded her 18th goal of the season earlier in this half. Now Minot may have to replace their all-conference goalkeeper. Well, that doesn't mean scoring goals is going to be much easier for Bismarck High here later on, because this Majettes defense is as good as it gets. As we've seen, not just today, but over the course of this season, they just make passes difficult. Not only getting into scoring looks, a really hard thing to do for offenses, but again, just making passes and continuing to advance into the offensive zone. That's tough to do against Minot High. So that as long as that defense is still out there, Minot's going to have the confidence to keep teams off the scoreboard and protect what's currently a 1-goal lead. Offensive possession ends for the Majettes with the Bismarck High throw-in. First substitution of the second half will be Kaylee Gibbons coming in for Minot.
In from item 13, Kaylee Gibbons.
Gibbons, who played a majority of the second half of the first half defensively for Minot, enters the second half almost immediately, as we've played 8 minutes of second half action here from Duane Carlson Stadium. Again, this is senior night for Minot High. However, it's not nearly their last home match of the season. Burke ahead of the defense. Passes to the middle, and Java McKibben. McKibben sets up with the right foot, but Fink is there. Maybe she just hesitated too long, but McKibben didn't have a good enough control of that ball to send one into the net. And Fink, who kept her focused the whole way, able to catch that one with what seemed to be some ease. Talked about Burke and her ability to score lately. Java McKibben's kind of been in the same boat. 7 points in her last 4 matches, upping her season total to 19. Wanted goal number 11 and season point number 20 right there, but it just wasn't to be. And there is as good of a sign as you could get today for Minot High. Kinsley Gilmore's back on the pitch after being sidelined by the injury for a little over 3 minutes. Gilmore is back in goal for Minot High, replacing Brianna Tuttle on the pitch. And a sigh of relief for the Minot High fans here in attendance, and obviously that team as well. As we're talking about, Minot has 2 more home games left to go after this. May 16th at home against Bismarck St. Mary's. That's this Thursday. That'll be featured on the PSP Network, our final soccer broadcast of the year, as we Put the camera and the broadcast equipment in Corbett Field next week, all week long. 6 straight days of baseball tournament action, Region 6, Monday through Wednesday, and the WDA baseball tournament Thursday through Saturday. All games streamed live for free on the PSP network. In the meantime, next week on May 24th, which is next week Friday, Minot hosts Williston in their regular season finale and final home regular season match. They beat Williston not too long ago, 13-0. And then once the regular season concludes, Minot High knows they will be preparing for their 4th consecutive state championship. At least they've already been given the opportunity to by qualifying in the top 4 in the West region. Even with 5 matches remaining, they've picked up 33 points in the conference. And again, without a WDA championship or without a WDA state qualifier this year, you just got to be in the top 4 at the end of the regular season. In fact, these two teams met in last year's conference championship game. Last year, if you were in the top 2, you automatically qualified no matter the result of that WDA title game. But it was Minot that won it, and by a final score of 2-1 after a 6-1 win in the regular season against Bismarck. And these are two of, in recent years, talking about last 5 years and even further back than that. In all honesty, these are two of the most storied girls soccer programs in WDA. Look at recent results. Obviously, you've got Minot High, who has not lost in 63 consecutive matches. And Bismarck, a team that's qualified for 4 straight state tournaments. And that's on the line here as we get to the home stretch of the regular season. As we mentioned before, they're 4 games back of legacy with 4 matches remaining, including this. So they have a lot of ground to make up. And in legacy, it's going to be hard to, with the talented squad that the Sabres have, it's going to be hard to hope Legacy drops all of their last 3 matches, albeit they're tough ones. Mandan at home, Jamestown at home, and then at Dickinson. Falling down shot there from Macy Burke goes way out of bounds.
Let's get live for this High corner kick.
So Bismarck might just have to qualify for the state tournament themselves. That shot was deflected out of bounds by the Bismarck defense, so that'll set up the 6th Serve Pro corner kick for Minot High today. Looking for their first goal off a corner in this match with 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. For the 3rd time in a row, Minot's not going for the home run corner kick there. Instead, they just played back into the offense. Header on the way from Java McKibben, played on a hop by Olivia Fink. "26 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this match. Minot scored their first goal at 43 minutes. Macy Burke got the scoring started. Miss hit there from Newmiller. And now Bismarck's in a bit of trouble. Newmiller able to clear it. That's Camry Newmiller. One of 2 Newmillers on the roster for Bismarck. The other one, Reagan Newmiller, midfielder. Rolls all the way back into the box. Scooped up by Fink. And from the very edge of the 18-yard mark, Bria Lewis tried throwing that ball in too quick. We've got a substitution coming in for Minot. That's going to be Aaliyah Gibbons. First time she's entered the match today. Aaliyah, the freshman midfielder. Sydney Hendrickson in for Bismarck as well. She did enter for a while in the first half. Aniston Perrin dribbling, then passing to Kaylee Gibbons. Looking for Emerson Perrin, but missed the mark. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Majettes. That'll give Bismarck opportunity to sub. An opportunity for us to remind you this broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you by Planet Pizza. There's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or plain cheese today at Planet Pizza. Call now 701-852-1700 to place your order this evening. That's Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Also a shout out to Prestwich Orthodontics, specializes in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They offer 0% financing and free consultations. Virtual or in office, enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at minotbraces.com. Long strike on the way from Emerson Perrin, but again, just high. He's had 4 shots on goal, but 3 of them have cleared the crossbar. Emerson Perrin, who leads the way in the West region in scoring with 37 points this season. That's on 22 goals and 15 assists. And you could tell how much this team and this sport means to Emerson. As we saw in the senior night presentation, she is part of the senior class this year. It was emotional pregame, sharing that moment with her parents and teammates. Obviously, she's got a lot more competitive soccer in her. She's going to be playing collegiately at the Division I level, starting in the fall for North Dakota State University. Substitution in for Minot, Coley Roberts, but there's a special connection she's made to this program, this school, this city. Minot High really leading the way for this program throughout its very best years. Winning their first state championship, and then they won 2 more. Looking for a 4th consecutive state title later this spring, as they've already qualified their spot to play on this pitch, the State Girls Soccer Tournament, first weekend of June. And of course, they're going to be challenged by their own rivals out of the West region, but also some teams from the East that definitely pose a threat. Minot, they already played Fargo Shanley this year. And that final score, that was really early this season. May 13th, that was week 2 of the high school soccer season here in North Dakota. A 3-0 win for Minot over the Fargo Shanley Deacons. Java McKibben netted 2 goals. Perrin scored 1, and Morgan Forthen assisted on 2 of them. The EDC right now is controlled by Fargo Davies. They're 2 points ahead of Fargo Shanley in the conference table. Free kick here from Fink. You got Davies in the number 1 spot with 28 points. Shanley in second with 26. Red River and Grand Forks Central round out the top 4. Same qualifying procedure there as there is in the West. Julia Lewis overran it. Emerson Perrin inside the box. That one ended up on top of the net. A 4th shot that just goes too high from Emerson Perrin. Trying to find the top pocket there above Olivia Fink's reach. We played 20 minutes of this second half. 20 minutes remain in the match. A 1-0 lead for Minot over Bismarck on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Ball was being tracked down there on the near side by Sydney Henriksen. Instead, Maria Lewis took it away. Kept with the Majettes on offense. In the middle, it's Burke. Burke gives it to Coley Roberts. Roberts crosses pass. Now sends a pass to Aldrich. Rolling toward the corner and past the goal line. Be a free kick away by Fink of Bismarck. Another one rolling past the goal line, but last touch by Minot, so Bismarck will get an opportunity to clear.
14, Jayla McKibben.
Jayla McKibben back on the pitch for Minot. Do hope to see the fourth senior, Lexi Schonauer, enter this match for a couple of minutes here at the very end on senior night. Of course, you've seen the other three seniors as well. Lewis, Burke, and Perrin. Minot definitely not out of this match yet with a win. They do have a 1-goal lead, but Burke tries to add to it, nearly got past Fink. He's able to catch that shot, making another save. Fink, who made 6 saves in the first half. That number has continued to climb here since the halftime break. She still has just over 17 minutes to stay consistent as a goalkeeper for Bismarck High and keep them in the match. Obviously, Bismarck's defense has done their best effort, conceding the 1 goal. Offensively, though, there hasn't been, I don't think, one look in the second half to score. They had the missed header, which led to the injury that sent Gilmore off the pitch, but since then, Bismarck really hasn't touched the ball on this side of midfield. Gibbons to Vardy. Vardy long pass up ahead. It finds McKibben, but not the right touch as Bismarck's going to pick it up. Trying to clear. Instead, it's going to be taken away by Emerson Perrin. Perrin dribbles to her right. Now comes back to the left. Defended by Cambry Newmiller. Goes left again into the corner. Sends a left-footed pass to the middle off the hip of a defender. It's going to find Aniston Perrin and roll just off to the right. Bismarck High is going to sub, and we're going to remind you this broadcast on the PSP Network brought to you by the UPS Store, located on South Broadway in Minot, open Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 7, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 3. The UPS Store, located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza, for all your packing and shipping needs. Once this game goes final, match goes final, we'll have the planning team, financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Also hand out some awards. The Sport Clips MVP of the match. And Jobbers Move of the Game. Tonight's Move of the Game is sponsored by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can be moved across the town or across the country with locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Also find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Who wants a shot there for Minot? McKibben's going to get a second look. Demons say no way. And Burke now in the middle. This time it's Roberts, deflected by Fink, and it's just going to go right along the goal line and out of bounds. Burke had the first look there from inside of 6. Then it was McKibben twice. Roberts had a look, and then Fink eventually got a body on it, and it went out of bounds, leading to a Serve Pro corner kick for Minot. Corner number 7 for the Majettes today. Played into Emerson Perrin. Perrin tries to play it to the middle, but Bismarck able to move that ball all the way back to midfield. Forced to throw in for the Majettes. Bria Lewis will take it. New Miller watches that ball roll out of bounds, and that'll lead to a free kick coming for Bismarck, their goalkeeper, with 14 minutes and change remaining in the match today. Thank you for tuning in, as always, on the PSP Network. Our next and final high school soccer broadcast on the PSP Network comes up in just 2 days' time on Thursday evening as Minot High hosts Bismarck St. Mary's, a rescheduled match from mid-April. Hope you join us then. 7:30 kickoff, 7:15 Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on Thursday night.
In for Bismarck number 16.
Bismarck will bring in
Ford.
Addison 40. And that wraps up our soccer coverage this season. It's been a fun one, I'd have to say, as someone who's calling their first few soccer matches of all time, getting a lot more familiar with the game as we go on. Seen a lot of great soccer here from Duane Carlson Stadium, and our coverage this spring, again, will conclude on Thursday night. As next week we're occupied with a whole lot of baseball. Coley Roberts with the pass to the middle in front of Burke, and played by the Bismarck defense. Left-footed shot attempt, knocked down by Fink. We'll say that one was out of bounds, which will lead to a Serve Pro corner kick. Julia Lewis returns to the pitch. Serve Pro corner kick on the way with 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. Free kick to Julia Lewis. Sent away. Only a little bit because Minot High's back on offense. The back line now played all the way ahead by Bria Lewis to a sprinting Java McKibben, who missed it. Hasn't been the cleanest game for Minot High today in their offense, with the defense again playing at another level in their WDA competition. They just don't take a match off, do they? Perrin dribbles ahead. Here goes McKibben. McKibben. Oh, there's a big crash. And that's obviously going to lead to a whistle there as McKibben was tackled. Fink was coming out from the net. And we will have penalty kick. Brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships with specialized training and technology. Nobody knows your vehicle better than the certified techs at Ryan Family Dealerships. No matter what kind of vehicle you own, you can trust your repairs to Ryan. Emerson Perrin with the corner kick. Sorry, not corner kick. Ryan Family Dealerships penalty kick. Trying to make this a 2-goal game, and with 11 minutes remaining, possibly put this one officially out of reach. Perrin approaches, and it's a goal. Fink stood really no chance there as we watch it back on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Emerson Perrin with season goal number 23 for number 22. Right into the pocket. That makes it a 2-0 game on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. So you see a goal scorer. Perrin on the penalty. Your life's busy, that's why BNC National Bank will make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Also visit them online at bnc.bank. In between the goal and the kickoff, substitution in for the Demons. And that is sophomore defensive player number 3, Molly McIntyre. Mentioned very early in this match how young of a team that head coach Michelle Brown has, with just 2 seniors, also just 3 juniors. See, one of those juniors is Addison Massey, who leads the way in scoring as we have another goal. And that is going to be Macy Burke's second of the match. Watch it back on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Macy Burke from distance. Far sideline, put on the brakes. Left-footed shot just over Fink, and that's 3 very quick goals. Or 2 very quick goals to make it 3 on the match for Minot. Macy Burke's second goal of the game, 18th of the year. She has 32 points this season. An upset total to an average of 3 points per match in her last 4 matches. 3-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. They have locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Contact there by, looks like Cambry Newmiller of Bismarck. That'll lead to a free kick for Minot. Again, Emerson Perrin will take it, who, even though she just scored a goal 2 minutes ago, was not the most recent goal scorer for Minot. That goes to Macy Burke. Perrin's free kick coming up. Curves in. Emerson Perrin. Watch this one again. We're loading up the Ryan Family Dealership replay highlight reel here in the last 2 minutes. Perrin, that might have been your Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. My, oh my. And the celebration. Perrin and Burke, 2 goals apiece. It's a 4-0 lead for Minot, but 3 of those goals have come in the last 2 minutes. Grace Hegstad will sub in for Minot. After that goal from Perrin, we might just watch that one back again. We've got action here. I think we're going to see that one in the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors, whether looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. So Shots Crossroads, your postgame headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com for their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Just east of town. Well, there's still 8.5 minutes to go, and on the scoring pace Minot's been on, they might even try and add a 5th, as here's Lexi Schonauer getting into the match.
Lexi Schonauer.
See her get on the pitch today on senior night. One of 4 seniors on this team. She will replace Emerson Perrin on the pitch. Well, Bismarck's defense after a significantly well played first half, not allowing a single goal. It was bend but don't break in the first half, but that might just be the key against Minot High, as long as you keep them off the board for the first 43 minutes. Had one goal there early on in the second half to the player who possesses the ball right now, Macy Burke. It was a 1-goal lead for a long time in that second half. It would be another 20-plus minutes before Emerson Perrin added that second goal, but problem was for Bismarck High, once the defense caved in, the offense just hasn't gotten a single opportunity. Maybe a few seconds possessing the ball on the offensive side when Addison Massey was really pushing the tempo. But Minot's defense has not allowed Bismarck back in this match, and there might not be enough time for Bismarck to even stand a comeback chance with 6 minutes and 38 seconds to go. Majettes have opened up a 4-goal lead. Took them 68 minutes to score 2 goals, and then another minute and 40 seconds to add on 2 more. Hegstad to Forthen. Forthen will dribble it to the midfield line. Pass it ahead to Java McKibben. McKibben back to Forthen. Finds Burke, running on the near side. Collects a soccer ball. Running with it with Addison Massey, and it's eventually played out of bounds by the Demons, leading us to a serve pro corner kick.
Number 2, Aaliyah Gibbons, and number 24, Cody.
Trio of substitutions checking in for Minot. Aaliyah Gibbons, Bianca Kofel, as here's a serve pro corner kick coming from Aaliyah Gibbons. Knocked down by the Demons. That's Ella Nelson who also checked in. Just less than 5 minutes to go in this match as Minot looks to improve to 13-0 overall and 12-0 in the West region. Bismarck looking for at least just a solid offensive possession here late in this match. They really haven't had one in the second half. Demons will get a throw in. Camry Newmiller will take it. To 40, back to Newmiller. To the middle. Who wants it? Shot on the way. Well off to the right.
In for number 19, Ella Nelson, and number 20, Jada Shaw.
So Ella Nelson checks in at this break. Jada Shaw also comes in with 3.5 minutes remaining in the match. The shout out to our PSP Network sponsor, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online at RogerWardMovingandStorage.com to schedule a move or to find a quote. That's Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Lost it out of bounds to the Majettes. They had some numbers there in the box. 4-0 lead for Minot. We've got 2 minutes 45 seconds to go in this match. Bismarck If results hold, they will fall to 6-6-1 overall and in the West region. Throw in here for Bismarck High. Which means that their last 3 matches just continue to get more impactful in the Demons' push for a 5th consecutive state tournament appearance. See, that's not counting the canceled 2020 season. Bismarck appeared in the state tournament in 19, 20. Sorry, not 20. 19, 21, 22, and 23. Throw in for the Majettes. It'll be taken by Schonauer. No, it'll be taken by Callie Gibbons. On another wonderful weather-wise night here at Duane Carlson Stadium at Magic City campus in Minot. Took patience today for the Majettes as they were held off the scoreboard in the first half. Macy Burke with the breakthrough goal to start the second. That ended up being your game-winning goal today. And then Minot compounded the lead between the 68th and 72nd minute of this match with 3 goals back to back to back by Perrin, Emerson Perrin, followed by Macy Burke and Perrin again. "20 seconds to count down in this match. Like throw in here for Minot. Schonauer heads it to her teammate. It's still rolling into the middle. Aaliyah Gibbons with the shot. Fink with the save. She'll hold it as that concludes our match today. Minot 4, Bismarck 0. Your final score, all 4 goals coming after half for the Majettes today. Big thank you for tuning in. Stick around for the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Coming up after this commercial break, take a look at the final scoring, the storylines, and a look ahead to our upcoming broadcast on the PSP Network. That's coming up next on the PSP Network.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football, just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
From the 26-yard line, nearing the Serve Pro red zone are the Demons already. Handoff, Hankey dances in the hole. Now he speeds and bursts outside, accelerates to the 20, 15, 10, 2 touches, 2 touchdowns.
Carter Hankey, this time they go left, and he just does what he does so well is he read the block. It wasn't off tackle, it wasn't off the guard on the inside, and he took his time, then he bounced to the outside, got a great little kick out block, a touch block, and deep downfield for the Demons, helping them out.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Quite the picture here at Duane Carlson Stadium as Minot High puts together their 13th match win of the season in 4-0 fashion against the Bismarck High Demons as they continue to extend their unbeaten streak now to 64 straight matches. Bismarck High remains the last team to beat Minot High in regular season play. That was on May 9th of 2019, almost 5 years and 1 week ago to this day. As for how this game went this evening, Minot High and Bismarck, well, the first half was controlled really by both defenses. Obviously, Minot High's came to play today early on, forcing Bismarck into a couple of tough offensive situations. But after about the halfway point of that first half, Bismarck just wasn't able to do anything on offense, and that continued all the way through the rest of the match. Minot High's defense played another stellar match on the pitch today, holding Bismarck off the scoreboard. They still have not conceded a goal this season. The offense did pick it up, though, in the 43rd minute of this match with Macy Burke netting the what would become the game-winning goal. It was kind of a standalone goal there in the middle of the match as Minot wouldn't put another one through until the 68th minute when Emerson Perrin found the back of the net on her first goal on what was her 5th shot attempt of the game. She was just a little bit above the crossbar or hit the crossbar in each of her first 4 shot attempts. Finally got one to go, and that's when Minot High really blew this one open as just a few seconds later, Macy Burke would add in a shot all the way from the far sideline, the edge of the box with the left foot. That would find the corner and score the 3rd goal of the game for Minot High. And then just for finishing touches, the free kick goal by Emerson Perrin made it 4-0, a highlight reel shot that we're going to show you later on in this Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. It's going to be taking home some awards today. But that ended up being the final score. Minot's defense again holds true in the second half. They really did not allow Bismarck to even possess the soccer ball very much on the Demons' offensive side of midfield in the second half. Frankly, maybe just a few seconds, maybe totaling 1 total minute that Bismarck High had possession of the ball. That really took away any of the scoring chances for Bismarck to come back in this match once Minot High took an early lead quickly out of the halftime break. As for those awards today, let's get into the Sport Clips MVP of the match. Sport Clips brings the MVP of this matchup. They're the home to the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Check it online today with a hairstylist at sportclips.com or on the Sport Clips app. Well, it was a game that was definitely controlled by Minot High's defense over the full 80 minutes, so we got to give the MVP to someone on the defensive side of things for the Majettes. It's hard to pick who. They all played a great game. We're talking Bria Lewis. We're talking about McKenna Aldrich. Grace Hegstad in the mix. Camden Vardy played a great game on the defensive side. We're going to give it to the whole defensive line for Minot High this evening, who played another fantastic 80 minutes of soccer, holding yet another opponent off the scoreboard, still without conceding a goal this season. Bismarck got close a couple times. They got into the danger zone for Minot High's defense. Kinsley Gilmore stood up to the challenge as well, even despite an injury scare there midway through the second half, but she returned, which was a good sign for Majettes fans and the Majettes team. But Sport Clip's MVPs of the match, Minot High's defensive line today: Bria Lewis, Camden Vardy, Grace Hegstad, McKenna Aldrich, and all of those who filled in the whole rest of the way for Matt Fowle's Minot High Majettes defense. Again, shutting out Bismarck High this evening. That led to the 4-0 final. As for the top goal today and the Jobbers' move of the game, we've got the Ryan Family Dealerships replay synced up for this one. They focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture. Their efficient step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page. That's Jobbers, with locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Well, it was the fourth and final goal of the day for Minot High, but it might have been the most fantastic to watch. Emerson Perrin on the free kick bends one right into the net to take a 4-0 lead. There it is on your Ryan Family Dealerships replay and the celebration. Emerson Perrin takes home your Jobbers' move of the game today. That one put the punctuation mark on a 4-goal victory for the Minot High Majettes this evening. All right, that does it for our planning team. Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. One final reminder that at Shots Crossroads, they are your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com for their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Your final score for the final time today: Minot High 4, Bismarck 0. Our next PSP Network and final PSP Network soccer broadcast of the season comes up this week, Thursday, in just 2 nights, as Minot High hosts Bismarck St. Mary's. Kickoff scheduled for 7:30. That'll lead into an oil change pregame show. Goes live at 7:15. For a great crew here at PSP Network putting on this broadcast today, I'm Owen Patterson. Happy to be on the call for WDA Soccer tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show and hope to see you on Thursday night. Until then, have a good night, everybody.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.